We landed in Thailand with one important goal at the top of our list. Our hope was to get to Chiang Mai before the air turned too rough so we could spend a day seeing elephants. This northern part of Thailand is one of the best places in the world to see them in the wild, primarily being housed on protected sanctuaries. Now, picking the right elephant sanctuary to visit in Chiang Mai is not as easy as a task as you would expect. This may come as a shock, though, if you have spent any time walking through the city. I am in no way saying there aren't plenty of options to choose from. There are signs everywhere advertising sanctuary tours even within city limits. But ask yourself this: would an elephant be happy living near busy roads and constant noise? I don't think you need to be an expert to know that this is not a healthy environment for these beautiful beasts. So, how do you pick where to go to see elephants without invading their space and rewarding predatory cash grab schemes? Finding a sanctuary that loved and cared for its elephants while also allowing tourists to meet them from a safe distance was certainly a tall order. But after lots of research, aka looking at a lot of Reddit posts, we finally found our place: the good folks over at Blue Elephant Sanctuary in Doi Intana National Park. So, how did we know this would be an ethical place to meet elephants? Well, first, the location was a major factor. Unlike many of the sanctuaries near the road or city, this one was extremely remote. We had to drive 2 hours from town down dirt roads just to get to our starting point, and during the rainy season, these roads are completely inaccessible. Second, we knew the space the elephants had to themselves. These five elephants, which the sanctuary hosts, all have the ability to freely roam the park and its grounds to explore, eat, and meet other elephants from neighboring sanctuaries. Don't believe me? Chiang here is 9 months pregnant thanks to a late night meetup with one of the other elephants, and none of the elephants on this sanctuary are male. Lastly, we had read that the way in which the sanctuary staff treated the elephants was considered pretty appropriate. Of course, we would never book with anywhere that would let us ride the elephants, but the structure of our visit was not just getting to meet and feed the elephants behind a fence. Instead, we got to hike for an hour to their favorite swimming spot together. Now, earlier I mentioned that there were five elephants on the sanctuary. However, in these clips you'll only see three. That is because the other two don't really like to swim in the river, so instead they got to go for a nice long stroll with another, more dry group. And I use the term group very loosely, because our tour ended up just being Jenny and I. So the two of us had three elephants and two tour guides to share between only each other. Now, watching the keepers work with the elephants was simply inspiring. They are patient but firm. They make sure the elephants know that they dictate the pace without forcing them forward. If one of them wanted to stay back for a minute and grab a quick snack, the staff waited. The keepers also got in the water and played with the elephants the whole time. The elephants really seemed to especially enjoy the chance to cool off in the river from the infamous Thai heat. Something in particular that I really admired was the origins of the staff hired for their roles. Good, experienced elephant keepers are hard to come by, but with the recent crisis in neighboring Myanmar, there are immigrants coming in who understand this responsibility well. These men do not speak Thai, but instead share a tribal language with the Karen tribe members who reside in northern Thailand and Myanmar. As a result, both the guides and the elephants speak a mutual tribal language and consider their surroundings home. Now listen, I could gush about this experience for hours, but there just isn't enough footage for me to do that. Instead, I will leave you with this advice. It is 100% worth doing the research and paying a bit extra for an ethical elephant sanctuary that caringly fosters its residents. You could pick any place on the side of the road, but to see these creatures happy, healthy, and loved is something I think I would have paid so much more than I did for it. Added in that our experience was not bothered by any other people, and it truly felt like we were given a gift that no one else ever had. We got to mold our own relationships with the elephants. It is handedly one of the best days of my life, and I am so grateful to Blue Elephant Sanctuary for what they do. Special shout out to the lovely dinner on the reservation that they cooked for us as well. It was fantastic. If you're interested in booking a tour with them, I will leave a link to their website in the description. Like I say, highly recommend. Thank you for watching, and now enjoy watching Jenny get sprayed by the elephants.